What you doing there? Yeah, I'm looking for where I can find the best paying jobs in voice acting. I think I'm really close. You ever considered maybe like using a rate guide or any other professional resource? No. I think I got it here. Thanks though. Yeah, okay. Okay, that might seem a little ridiculous, but that's what it can feel like sometimes trying to figure out where you can make the most money in voice acting. Most of the time, as a matter of fact, it's not in the place that you think it is. This is one of the reasons that I teach my students so often that they need to have a diverse career, and that you can't always necessarily rely on one source of income, even your agent, to get you what you need. In today's video, I'm gonna give you a quick rundown of what the most lucrative parts of voice acting are. If we haven't been introduced, my name is Joe Zieja. I'm the founder of LearnVoiceActing.com. I've been a full-time voice actor for over 10 years. I'm here to empower the next generation of voice actors by simplifying the industry and making education accessible for everyone. I have a tremendous amount of content about voice acting education. I'd love it if you hit the like and subscribe button to help support the channel. Realistically, there's two different categories of earnings that I want to focus on, or two ways to sort of classify how you're making money behind the microphone. And I want to distinguish between the two of them. The first is what I like to call TBM ROI, or time behind the mic, return on investment. And the second is what I call speed of income. Let's break these two things down really quickly. First, let's talk about TBM ROI, return on investment, time behind the microphone. This means that the amount of minutes you're spending behind the microphone should yield you a maximum amount of dollars. So if you spend an hour behind the microphone and earn $500, then you've earned $500 per hour behind the microphone. It seems really simple, and it's the kind of analogy that you can use to compare it to any kind of job in the world, because we typically talk about wages per hour in any other context. However, when you're talking about return on investment, or dollars per minute or hour behind the microphone, you have to remember that voice acting work isn't nearly as prolific as all the other kinds of work you can do in the world. There is very little chance that you're actually gonna spend 40 full hours behind the microphone in a full week. That's why people freak out when they hear that they can make $1,000 on a commercial, but they forget that you're probably not gonna book 40 commercials a week. So your average income over, let's say, a month period might be less. So now that we understand what I'm talking about when I say TBM ROI, or time behind the mic, return on investment, I'm distinguishing here between how much money you can make on a single job versus how much you can make in a single amount of time. They're different, and understanding how to strategize between the two is extremely important to understanding the voice acting industry. So again, TBM ROI, speed of income. Back to TBM ROI, let's talk about which types of voice acting have the best bang for your buck per minute. By far, the best earning voice acting work per minute of your time behind the microphone is going to be a union Class A commercial. What I mean by this is a television commercial that are gonna run on what we call a Class A network. This is CBS, NBC, Fox, ABC. This is the most prime of union contracts because you're able to earn residual payments on a commercial based on how many times that commercial runs. For example, a national campaign that I booked for a major retail chain took me about an hour and a half to record behind the microphone. We did 3 separate spots, and then that company ran the spots for the better part of a year and a half, running them over and over again on those Class A networks. The commercial alone, that one single commercial alone, netted me well over $60,000 or $70,000. So, from a return on investment, minutes behind the mic kind of perspective, I was able to earn about $60,000 an hour, which is pretty fantastic if you ask me. But obviously, you understand that a Class A commercial is pretty rare, difficult to book. This is the voice acting structure that was available to a lot of voice actors in the 1980s and 1990s because cable television wasn't really like a powerful thing yet. The contracts hadn't really been degraded by decades of negotiation and so forth. That generally, television commercials that run continually on specific networks will provide you with the most money in voice acting for the amount of time you spend behind the microphone. What you really want are commercials that just run forever so that the client has to continually pay you either in a Class A situation every time they run them on a specific network, or in a regular cable or radio station, any kind of broadcast situation where they pay you in cycles, usually about 13 weeks, depending on how well you negotiated with them. Okay, that's TBM ROI. Let's talk about the other side of things, speed of income. I like acronyms. So instead of TBM ROI, we're gonna call this SOI, speed of income. This is something that really doesn't apply to your typical wage earning jobs that have a salary or hourly rate because your speed of income is already defined when you start. You know you realistically can't earn any more per hour than what you're told you can earn. This principle applies to any gig economy, however, as does the previous principle, where I was talking about TBM ROI. Now, for an artist, it might be time behind the brush ROI instead of a microphone, but it still applies. It's really an examination of the supply and demand curve. You have to try to figure out what the most prolific voice acting work is out there, the thing that there's the most of. And if you followed me at all, you understand that when I talk about the different genres of voice acting, like commercial, promo, narration, corporate, the things that are most commonly associated with voice acting are really only the tip of the pyramid, that animation, anime, video game kind of thing at the top. One might think that because they're the most rare kind of work that they pay the most, but that's actually not true. As a matter of fact, anime specifically pays the least out of almost any kind of voice acting work you can do. So, in order to maximize your SOI, you need to find a good balance between work that's easy to get and still pays a good amount for that job. Based on my 10 years of experience and thousands of jobs completed, I find that the sweet spot comes in the form of actually corporate videos. Although this is very unsexy kind of work, it can pay you between $100 and $500 per video. They take between 5 and 10 minutes to record. These short but sweet videos mean a lot to the people producing them, but the amount of lift required is nowhere near that of a big budget cartoon, both from your perspective as an actor and their perspective as a production agency. That means there's a tremendous amount of these out there because they're easier to produce. And with the amount of video content that's being produced all over the globe for all kinds of different reasons, a corporate video can range from teaching its own employees about its healthcare insurance to a little anthem video on their website. So theoretically, if you were to book a couple of these a week, because there's so many out there, you're out earning a day job pretty quickly. It's easier to book 3 of these than it is to book 3 classic commercials a week, for sure. E-learning is another great way to earn income quickly because there's quite a lot of it being produced, and the production quality is typically low enough, and I don't say that pejoratively, it's just, again, lower lift, it's easier to produce quickly, like corporate videos. Depending on the rate you negotiate, e-learning can make upwards of $1,000 per finished hour. Grab a couple of hours of those a week, and you're sitting pretty from an SOI perspective. Obviously, the big hitch here is getting the work, which is why I teach my students all the time about the different methods to find and secure work for yourself as a voice actor. It's the getting the work that's the hard part, and it's important that you understand the different ways to get work, their sources, and a way to make yourself stand out as a voice actor in order to secure more of it. Yes, it's a grind. Yes, it's a hustle. But that's the trade-off we make as voice actors by sacrificing a stable job in order to pursue something artistic. We have greater upside potential, yes, but there's also a chance we might not book work for a significant amount of time, and that could hurt our bank accounts. I'm willing to bet some of the things I talked about today surprised you. It's kind of unfortunate that the public perception of voice acting is that we become rich every time we star in a cartoon or a video game. But the fact of the matter is, that's just not true. I've included some links to resources below, such as the GVAA rate guide that can help you understand in further depth about the potential to make money in voice acting, which I think will give you a more accurate view of the industry as a whole. And I also want to remind you that life is about more than making money. Just because a project doesn't make you a ton of money doesn't mean it's not going to be creatively fulfilling. I am never telling you that you shouldn't do anime because it doesn't pay as much, right? It doesn't mean it's not a story that's worth being told. It doesn't mean that those things aren't worth diving into because they're not gonna make you totally rich. The truth of it is that most voice acting is not gonna make you totally rich, just like any other career field. If there's one major takeaway that you should get from this video, it's that the voice acting industry is insanely diverse, with so much more work out there than you ever thought was possible. That's good news for every aspiring voice actor, because it means that there's a tremendous amount of work out there waiting for people like you to come and grab it. Understanding where you can get the most bang for your buck behind the microphone is a really important aspect of building your career. So I encourage you to get out there and do some more research about the different kinds of voice acting work there are. You can get started with a couple of my free training materials that I'll link below, but there are also tons of other resources out there that can help, which I'll also link there for you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'd love it if you gave me a like and a subscribe to help me support the channel so that I can continue to inspire and educate the next generation of voice actors. Now you go get behind the microphone, and I'll see you in the next one.